Hey, Miles. Thanks for taking the time today. We'll get started here with Jeff.
Hey, Miles and Boston. Miles, I remember last year you were maybe one of the first guys to really kind of speak up about Jalen and how mature you thought he was, and how he didn't allow much to affect him. And I'm wondering if there was something about Jalen last year during that whole, as crazy as things were, having to take over, and obviously with the pandemic and not really kind of being able to be around other people for a point. Is there anything in particular you recall from that period that made you think that, well, Jalen will be able to face really any obstacle and overcome it?
Yeah, I think I said it before. I'm okay to say this. I think I said it before. He's just real poised, and like he's very like even Steven, like I've always said, and everybody can pretty much say the same thing about him. He's very confident in himself, and he's more really confident in the people that's around him too. So he doesn't just hold himself to a high standard. He holds everybody else to a high standard. But during that whole 4-game stretch, like I said, he was real poised, and he didn't really care what anybody or out there was saying about the team or him or Carson or whatever was going on at that point. He was just making sure he was trying to do whatever he can to help us win those last 4 games.
2-6 is good. Going on recon.
I bet.
Are there any more questions for Miles? Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Miles, just a quick question. When it comes to the jersey number changes that happened this past offseason, when it comes to pass protection, beforehand it used to be, 90s for defensive backs and stuff. Does that change a little bit or make things a little harder to try to decide to block at all?
Not really. Especially now that we're game planning 1 week at a time against a certain team. I don't think it'll be super difficult. I think it's only going to be, people might think it's difficult if like a linebacker has a single digit number. You just got to know that's a linebacker, But I'm pretty much expecting the DBs to have the single digits. I know my boy Micah has 11 in that one state, that one team. And the other linebacker has number 9. So like not a lot of teams are like that. So but once you see the personnel and know who's who, and I think we'll be okay. I think I'll be okay.
Go ahead, John, and then EJ.
Hey, Miles. Just curious. Obviously, Gardner was out on the field with you guys. Did you get a chance to meet him yet? Any first impressions?
Yeah, I met him in the locker room. He came and said what's up to everybody. It looked like he's full of fun. He got good spirit, good vibes. Just introduced myself, and yeah, I'm excited for him to be on this team, and I know he's excited. He looks excited, and it looks like he loves the vibes here.
Go ahead, EJ, and then Zach.
Hey, Miles, you sort of mentioned that you guys are sort of game planning more week by week at this point. What has it been like with Nick, in meetings with this experience now, where you're kind of focused on one opponent?
Well, I mean, he's tensing up a little bit. I won't say tensing up, but he's locking a little bit more in. You can tell he's getting more and more intense, and it's just all excitement. All the coaches are excited. Just like everybody else, we've been in training camp, a real regular training camp since we didn't have one last year. So it's a little bit different vibe. But now that it's over, like, all right, now these games count. It's time to rock and roll. But everybody's kind of just tightened up a little bit, and it's showtime now.
Are there still a lot of videos in your meetings, or is that kind of gone away now?
No, there was no videos today.
We have time for 2 more, and then we'll get Lane. So go ahead, Zach, and then Rob.
Hey, Miles, a big difference for you this year outside of the new offense is running behind a healthy offensive line. Are you able to tell the benefits of this offensive line when you're in practice, or is that not going to come through until you're actually in games running behind them?
Man, my confidence is through the roof with this offensive line. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I think we could do a lot of special things with this O-line, and they know that. Everybody else in this building knows that. We're gonna go as they go.
Go ahead, Rob.
Mosh, just wanted to ask you the same question I asked Boston about the weapon that you guys could have, and Nick has talked about wanting to utilize in terms of backs coming out of the backfield and catching the football. What kind of dynamic do you think that can bring to this offense?
A big plus for us, honestly, because I mean we're talented all across the board, in my opinion. Our tight ends speak for itself, Dallas and Zach, and not even just those two. Got Jack Stoll, the rookie, and we got Rich Rogers, and we got Tyree, which have shown a lot of positive things in camp. We're very deep in that position. Then our receivers were super deep, and I love the way our receivers is practicing and what they've done in training camp. I'm very excited for them. And with us just doing our job, not just running the ball, but also catching it out the backfield, it's going to make teams paranoid to even do certain things around us because we can do so much stuff and get the ball to so many people. And that's what I love about this offense.
All right. Thanks for the time, Miles.
Thank you.